Always a banger intro. Let's see. This is it, right? We were walking over to the church to meet Juna's sister, right? I believe. High chance of one hit killing all enemies? Ah, bruh. That's kind of busted. Status ailments. Tetrabake and Tarukaja. So it just starts as a Seeker. Yeah, Seeker's Mask. Adds a resistance to wind and a weakness to fire. We haven't made any new masks. Okay, it's fine. Whoa there, was that Juna coming out of your gauntlet runner just now? What kind of relationship do you two have? Don't tell me. It can't be that Juna is piloting your gauntlet runner. No. No, it's not that. The other day, some scoundrel tried to take off with some impure mag this thing made. He's been sentenced to hang at the gallows in Sunshade Row. You're thinking the same, aren't you, you little knave? But hear me, do anything suspicious and it'll be off to the gallows with you two. To think I'd see you here in the capital so soon. Stories of the exhibition have already spread this far. When I first saw you on the evening of the royal funeral, at the time I never would have imagined that you would be one of the most capable candidates in this contest. People are starting to recognize us. It's that creepy Elder boy. It's disgusting the way you maintain this pretense of being a legitimate candidate for the throne. I was so glad to see you had gone. Why do you again pollute Grand Trat's streets with your presence? Just have some business at the church. No need to be at our throats. The church? You dare impinge upon that sacred ground. Saint Rella is there too. What a disgrace. It's disgusting that they allow filth like you into there. Bro. I'm just vibing out, man. Sometimes I see some crazy things when I go off for a walk at night. Like that there. That's Juna over there by the church, innit? It has to be her, right? It's not. Quit pulling my leg. That's definitely Juna. I can't be wrong this time. I've got a Claymore acquaintance who's a big fan of her. We go out for drinks sometimes, and this guy keeps talking on and on about Juna. That bloke's gonna be awfully jealous. Oh, there's no mistaking it. That was Juna herself, and I saw her with my own two eyes. She's an inspiration, a star of hope for all of us Nydia. But what could she be doing in Grand Trad right now? Don't worry about it. Let's see what's up. Rella is inside this church. Let's go. Sure. They know me here. I'm known around these parts. Oh.
ま、私はもらわれっ子だけどね。公表してないから他言はしないで。悪く勘ぐる人もいるし。久しぶりね、ジュナ。
So she's adopted.
ごめんなさい。開会式の後会える予定だったんだけど。
This Rella person doesn't give me good vibes.
すごいじゃん。父さんより出世が早いんじゃない？私は出世なんて。はじめまして、レラ・シグナスと言います。治療師ですけど、どうも違うご用事みたい。実は見てもらいたいものがあるの。これをどこで？何も聞かずに分かったことを教えてほしいってのは虫がいいかな。これは治癒魔法の反転術、俗に言う呪い。忘れもしない。私はこの魔法前に一度見たことがある。
まあそう来るだろうな。
申し遅れました。私は騎士ヒュルゲンベルグ。お察しの通り、それは王子殿下の暗殺に使われた魔法の図面です。
おい、
無念ながら殿下は亡くなりました。ですが近衛として私は呪いをかけた大逆人に。
Girl's like, hey, stop babbling. You're giving away way too much.
じゃあまさかこれを書いたのはルイ？
品評会であんなことをしたのはルイに取り入る策だったんだ。信徒のあなたに許されるとは思ってない。だがそこを曲げて。
ジョアンナ様の懺悔が本心だったことは聞いていたのでわかります。むしろむごい裁きを下したフォーデン様の方が恐ろしかったです。
Maybe she's more sensible than I give her credit for.
姉さん。でも少し安心した。噂であなたがルイ様に惚れ込んでいいようにされてるって聞いたから心配してたの。でも違うのね。当然でしょ。このジュアニ・シグナス、1秒だって人生を他人に任せたことなんかないでしょ。分かったわ。皆さんにご迷惑のないようにするのよ。あなた要するに家を飛び出した時みたく歌への情熱がって言って首を突っ込んでるんでしょ。違う。いや違わないけど、もう言い方が意地悪。図面を見ました。これによるとこの魔法は持続型。魔力があり続ける限りいつまでも効果が続く。ただ普通呪いはかけた相手のまぶらで維持される術が多いけど、これは術者本人の魔力が使われる設計になってるの。
That sounds rough. So as long as he's got magic, we're fucked.
ルイが生きてる限りどこへ逃げても無駄か。あの男らしい。でもこの図がたとえ殿下のご生前にあっても分析して解除とかは多分無理だったでしょうね。図面が完全じゃないのよ。かいつまんだ覚書でしかないの。解除の方法までは割り出せないわ。
Oh fuck. We didn't get enough.
それじゃごめんなさい。力になれなくて。
いや、こちらこそすまない。無理言って。
候補者さん、私からも一ついいかしら。ジュナの仲間ってことなのよね。ジュナのことどうか守ってあげて。
もちろん分かってます。
ありがとう。危なっかしい子だけどお願いします。私は当面はここにいる予定。またいつでも言ってね。歓迎するわ。ジュナのお友達だもの。
I don't like her dress. Like the shoulders on her dress or whatever the fuck she's wearing look so out of place.
戻ってくるなりまるで葬式だな、おい。
参ったね。
呪いを打ち消す方法は結局ルイを打つことだけが。
それが無理だからここまでやったんだぞ。これじゃ振り出しに逆戻りだ。
ルイのところへは今までも刺客が来たけど、みんな王の魔法で固まってひどい死に方したわ。
というか、仮にまともに戦えたとして勝てるのか。奴は武芸と魔法の双方で無敗の傑物だ。
He's just too fucking juiced, man.
万事休すね。
それでもやはりルイを打つしかない。王の魔法は絶対の盾じゃない。現にグローデルは命を落とした。今はルイから得た信用を何とか守るんだ。
次の競争の課題が発表されるまで命令を待ってろって話だったわね。
ならばそうするしかないな。
考えすぎて今日はもう疲れた。このまま凱旋車で休みましょう。
If we take Juna out in public, we might attract the crowd. We can't risk Louis catching on that we're in the royal capital. At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner away from prying eyes.
意外ね。この人数が休める信頼があるの？
狭い狭いって不評だがな。
すまない。歌姫にふさわしい寝床とは言えないが、まあ乗り心地も悪いんだが。
ならせめて水浴びしてくる。あるんでしょ、そういう場所。
へいへい、お姫様。
そうよね。捨て鉢になるのは良くない。明日からまた考えましょう。そういえばニューラスってずっと何してたの？
いろいろ考えてたんだよ。ルイの凱旋車が飛んでるのを見てな。ああやって魔力で浮かすんじゃなく、翼で飛ばすってのが俺の夢見る飛び方でな。けど転移魔法とか目にしまって、本当に俺の飛行理論を追い求めるのが正解なのか迷ってたんだ。昔な、俺の理論が間違ってないことを証明するため飛行実験をしたんだが、見事に失敗しちまってな。でひどい怪我を負ってる間にそのまま左遷されちまった。
Oh. You got demoted.
実はな、俺の飛行理論自体はもう完成してるんだ。あとはこいつに本格的に組み込むだけなんだが。
I need 1 second. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I got an impromptu phone call. I kind of had to take it. It was an emergency, but we're good. Let's keep going. So he's got everything he needs for the flight theory, but he needs to test it.
事故のこともあってな。その先に進むのが怖くてビビっちまってたよな。失敗を怖がってたんだ。おめえたちが王子のために命かけてんのに何やってんだって話だよな。天魔法は行ったことある場所にしか行けねえ。未知の場所を目指すにはやっぱり翼で飛んでいくしかねえ。時間はかかるかもしれねえが、俺は俺を信じてやってみるぜ。他の誰でもない俺だけのやり方でな。
I was about to say, I don't think he should be demotivated. He said he got demotivated after we got our teleportation magic, but considering that it only applies to places we've already visited, if we need to explore other areas, having a flying runner is still very valuable. You can change or add members to your party from the party option. Reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle than active participants, and you can never remove the protagonist.
どうする?
Something like that for now is fine. Stroll can sit it out. It's a bitter setback that we've lost the means to break His Highness's curse. Yet 'twould serve nothing to only wallow in dismay. If the only path that remains is slaying Louis, we must seek new strength with zeal renewed. We were fortunate indeed to find an unexpected ally in the midst of hostile territory. Hulkenberg had much to say on the fame and accomplishments of both Juna and Rella. I must confess a near total ignorance of modern trends and those that set them. What about you? I've got no fucking clue. Certainly could have turned out worse than it did. All thanks to your engineer, I assume. That crazy uncle-looking chap. Yep. You must be quite the tinkerer, Not that your runner holds a candle to Louis. That aside, I wish you all wouldn't stand on ceremony with me. I'm on your side now, truly. After all we did to get into Louis' good graces and secure the formula, does it weigh on you that all our efforts have been spit in the wind? Nothing's wasted, my friend. That's a spirit. Know that I'm here for you should you ever start to despair. It's times like this when I'm heartened by Juna's bribe positivity. Oh, we gotta rest up. I do want to check the engine room real quick. Nothing new there. I like how we're already in town. Can't we just rest at the inn? Why do we gotta sleep in the runner? Oh, because of Juna. Right, I forgot. There's a small bed. It doesn't look very comfortable. Get some sleep. Finding it hard to sleep. As good a time as any for some reading, I guess. Should probably have Juna return any Magla keys we got on the Caradrius too, just to be safe. I'll give them to her later.
急に疲れがどっときた。一度危ないとこ助けられたし、私結構あんたに感謝してるかも。幸せ者ね。こんなことめったに言わないんだから。それね、ルイの部屋で話してた
He does read it.
小説って確かに同じの読んでるとこ何が書いてあるの？ちょっと読ませてくれない？
Sure.
その世界の文化は全てが自由である。宗教や権威者の思想を広めるものではなく、誰もが好きなように作り、誰もが好きなように受け入れるのだ。その影響は世界中に広まることもあり、かつては平和の歌が戦争を終わらせることさえあった。いい話ね。歌が世界を変えたなんて、身分も種族も関係なく全ての人に歌を届けられたら、私たちミディア族はね、
Oh?
みんな嘘つきなの。昔は価値のない種族って言われてて、だから自分をよく見せるための魔法を身につけた。あなたが見てる私の姿も実は嘘。他人にこびるだけ
They do give like trickster vibes.
なんてね。嘘嘘、全部嘘。ありのままを晒すことが必ずしもいいことだとは思わないけれど、それでも自由はあるべきよね。この力が理想を叶えるためにあるっていうなら、自由を認め合える世界を作りたい。そして何があっても私は歌い続けるわ。みんなにそれを伝えるためにもね。
Juna and I talked into the night.
神王が決する日にまた一日近づく。
さて、競技会で戦う猛者たちに課せられる次なる課題が時期発表されそうな気配だ。今回勝ち上がれるのは、その時点で例の顔石に現れてる顔ぶれ、支持率上位わずか20名だけ。首の品評での評判もそろそろ広まった頃合いだろう。ここらで今の順位のおさらいといこう。まず第1位は不動の本命、人々を苦しめる海の怪物を仕留めた我らがフォーデンゲーカ。そして参加ながら2位は変わらず逆進ルイだ。しかし3位には総兵団長のギド様、さらには
結局ルイ以外は政教関係者ばっかりだな。
何を言う、素晴らしいことだ。混乱は静まり、また良き国に戻る。
Of course, it's the old man saying that.
良き国だ。そんなもん金持ちどもの意見だね。ルイ様の人気を見ろ。あの方こそ庶民を救ってくださる。
息を潜めたままのルイ一派の動きも気になるが、今回の品評会で急に名を挙げた注目株は司祭ジョアンナに罪を告白させて巨大人間を倒した彼だ。
確かにあれはびっくりしたからな。無名の若造が大出世だな。
おお、コシギさんよ。あいつとなったんだ。確かちっちゃい人間の首を自慢してた。
ああ、グローデルとかって候補か。それがどうも消息がつかめない。
口だけかよ。ルイの意を買ったルサントの恥だな。
注目株は少年候補だけじゃないぞ。着々と支持を集めているのはキャゼリナ候補。
Katharina's rising up.
王になったら金持ち全員を賞金首にするってどえらい公約を立ててるらしい。
いいじゃねえか。同行して金を独り占めする欲張りは日々の安心もてめえで帰ってこったろ。
Let him sweat it out.
意外なところじゃムスタリ族の候補もいるな。
お
資料じゃこの人物ビルガ島の出身だそうだ。
あの異教徒の島？
未開人じゃない。汚らわしい。やっぱり美しいミロ様こそ一番よ。
思ったより多彩な顔ぶれが残ってな。次の競技の課題発表までもうすぐだ。さあ鐘が鳴った。お待ちかね王権競技会第2回戦の開会だ。まず現時点で顔石に現れている20名おめでとう。諸君らは正式に1回戦の勝利者だ。皆様盛大な拍手を。ルイの姿をなしか。まともにやる気はないらしい。乗っ取るって口ぶりだったしな。
てかジュナの朝方から見かけないんだけど。
上流陣から飛び込みの仕事だそうだ。まあ一緒にいるのを大勢に見られても。
ではいよいよ彼らが次に挑む課題を発表していこう。今回候補者諸君に課せられるのはズバリ神器の放浪だ。
神器だと。
はいはい、ご安心を。ちゃんと説明いたしますよ。大事なことですから皆様の心に残る美声でね。ではご登壇いただきましょう。案内役歌姫ジュナ。
これか仕事って。選ばれし英傑の皆様、次なる目的地はモンタリオ公国の首都山岳都市アルタベリー。そこへ期日までに神器を持って集まっていただきます。この国には哀れにも正教を拒み救いを得られない異教の人々がまだ残っています。彼らは時に魔力を持つ古く拙い道具を神の恵み神器と信じて危険な儀式に使い不安を広げている。皆様にそれを止めていただきたいのです。神器を彼らから引き離し正教発祥の地モンタリオ公国のアルタベリーへ正しき神の身元へ届けてください。すべての英傑にブーンと我らが神のご加護を活躍お祈りしています。
いや大した棚だな。うっかり心をつかまれかけるぜ。
いかんいかん。
2回戦が期限を迎える頃にはアルタベリーはちょうど秋のモンタリオ正教祭。正教祭は前夜祭と本祭合わせて2日間にわたり行われる形となっています。今年は数々の異教の神器をオーデン芸家がまとめて封印なさる歴史的な祭典となるでしょう。
He's a candidate. Why would he be sealing them? I like how there's so much conflict of interest, but the people don't seem to care too much.
ご期待ください。それでは諸君、現時刻をもって王権競技会第2回戦
異教の地から神器を取ってこいだと略奪ではないか。到底許せん。
ムツタリ族の候補か。フォーデンもむごいことを思いつく。
むごいことって。
I mean, I'm assuming this happens in the story. If you're still lost, they're gonna explain the Mystaria.
心の支えを差し出せと言われたようなものだ。
けど私らの場合、実際に何するかはルイの命令待ちよね。
どの道アルタベリーへは行くことになるだろう。さらに東か。長旅だな。
肩こ いくら正教夫だって当日の朝にいきなり来いとか非常識でしょ。
そういう割には堂々たるものでしたけど。ジュナさん、ルイ様がお呼びす。あとお前らもね。
Sure.
初仕事みたいね。急に呼びつける男ばっかり。今戻りました、ルイ様。
なんかグローデルの一件からずいぶんこいつらといますよね。
運転手をこき使って問題ある？
つうか聞きましたよ。正教祭で歌うんすね。すげえっすね。
Bass is still so fucking lost.
ありがとう。でも喜んでいいのかしら。これってルイ様に対する牽制じゃない？私をずっと舞台に上げておくことで正教祭手出しさせないつもりなんだわ。
かといって蹴ったら大舞台には二度と呼んでやらないぞか。正教のクソどもの考えそうなことか。
恐れることなどない。今真に怯えているのはフォーデンの方だ。知っての通り、次の課題は神器を持ち寄ること。だが神と拝む者を誰が明け渡す？これは奪ってこいということだ。王の魔法に
Louis is pretty
計画を
smart.
乱され、お前に恥をかかされる。奴は愚かにも権威の回復に焦って自分からこちらのやり方に乗ってきた。もはやフォーデンは終わりだ。ならばせめて散り際を華々しく飾ってやろうではないか。
散り際って
何？前から言っていることだ。
Oh, he's gonna kill him just like that.
王の魔法はどうするのです？
いずれわかる。今は指示に従え。お前たちに頼みたいのはある特別な神器の入手だ。竜神の槍と呼ばれている。
竜神の槍。竜って私たちの言うドラゴンね、確か。
Well, the ads are coming up and I already snoozed as many as I could. Let's take our break now, and we'll be back to finish this out. Alright, we should be back. Let's keep going. Dragon
興味
implication.
深い伝承がある遺物だ。聖教祭に間に合うよう手に入れ、私の元へ持て。
いきなり大役ですね。新人に任せてよろしいんですか？
無論他の配下にも別の神器を探させている。持ってこられないならば、やりともども用済みだ。
That makes sense.
だったら私がついていって見張る。なら安心でしょ。神器の持ち逃げなんてさせないわ。
えらく、こやつらに終身だな。
これって配下として最初の見定めでしょ。ルイ様の代わりに私が目と耳になるわ。
いいだろう。任せよ
う。で、ルイ様、肝心のその槍はどこにあるの？
あえて手がかりは与えない。探し出せ。戦いに優れるだけではないところを私に見せてみろ。期待しているぞ。同じ理想を持つ者としてな。
Okay. Back at the inn. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called Dracodios. I guess we got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go. Hey, you there. I know you from the thingy about the king, alright? Yikes, he reeks of alcohol. I don't really want to ask him anything, but we might as well since we're here. Do you happen to know anything about a Divine Lance or any Mustari? Divine Lance? The Violence? Mustari are the ones with the masks? I saw someone eating in the tavern with a mask. They don't even take off their mask when they eat. I don't know how they do it. Or wait, maybe they do take off their masks, actually. Well, at least now we know Mustari was sighted at a tavern, I think. Principality of Montario, one of the Kingdom of Eucronia's 3 constituent countries occupying its easternmost lands. The Montarian capital, Altabury Heights, is a mountain city commonly blanketed in snow, occupying much land held sacred to sanctism. Infamous for its cold climate, Altabury's many prominent Rusant and Claymore noble houses boast a hardy resistance to the chill. They enjoy a more direct political influence over Montario than other countries' aristocracies tend to wield, currently ruled by a rogue lord. The Mage Academy, once the kingdom's preeminent magic research academy located in the Principality of Montario. Accused by the crown theocracy of conducting dangerous research, the academy was subdued by force and shuttered only a few years prior. Today, it is only an empty ruin, untouched and unvisited. Anjuna. Initially thought to be in league with Louis, the surprising truth is that she's actually the second agent sent by the resistance to save the prince. Her passion for singing, though, has always been genuine. As a Nydia, she has lived her life under false pretenses, extending even to her physical appearance. Because of this, she feels that singing is the only true experience she has ever had. Let's look at Hector. A watchdog often accompanying Glodel. Though he looks unerringly vicious, it is said he was originally a friendly stray dog before being forcibly melancholized by Glodel's magic igniter. So he turned him like that. Ontario Saints' Day, the largest Sanctus festival in the faith that takes place every autumn in Altabury. Highly devout followers will go to great risk to make the pilgrimage at least once in their lives. According to religious scripture, God used his precious hands to bless the lands of earth 4 times. The last of these blessings occurs in autumn, and the festival is held in celebration. The scriptures also teach that the monolith is evidence of God's favor upon the world, and that the plentiful grain harvest of autumn shew the bounty and glory of his blessing. Dedication Ceremony. Special ceremony announced by the Crown Theocracy to be the central event of this year's Saints' Day festival in Montario. By collecting and sealing away dangerous relics scattered throughout the kingdom in the name of sanctism, the ceremony will relieve the anxieties of the people. Such is its designated purpose, but it is effectively a continuation of the exhibition of the brave held in Brildhaven, expected to act as the final leg of the Tournament of the Throne. While it can be seen as an open invitation to loot and pillage treasures of pagan faith, while keeping the Sanctist officials' hands clean, Some also note that it allows the Crown Theocracy to seize a veritable armory of dangerous weapons with unknown powers, a worrying sign for the days to come. A divine lance, was it? That's some pagan crap, ain't it? Go ask one of them, not a claymore like me, eh? Have you seen any Mistari around here then? Someone who seems like they might know more about it. Told yous I don't know anything, didn't I? Find a crowd and you can bet there'll be a Mistari or two there. Now bugger off. Saluna, the VTuber model is clean. Thanks! I appreciate it. I didn't get anything commissioned. It's just something that was already pre-made, but it's a step in the right direction, I would like to say. Welcome back, I hope you've been doing good. I think they might avoid crowds of people if I'm being honest, but maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something. They've mentioned a tavern both times and I know where the tavern is, but I want to hear more. You're that Elda, you got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? You had a Sanctorus executed simply to improve your status, didn't you? Immoral, blasphemous Elda. And it's not just your filth. Lately there have been pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. You tainted barbaric tribes shall be punished by His Eminence Forden, and by God. Did you hear what he said through all that crap though, about there being pagans nearby? At least we got something out of his diatribe other than a headache. I wonder if one of them is still around. Let's search. You've been going through it, but we out here? As long as you're still out here, that's what matters, right? A lot of people give up when they're going through it. Don't be one of them. You got this. That's my experience with Metaphor. Been watching your boyfriend play. Looks amazing. It's insanely good. This is probably the best game I've played in the past like 2-3 years. It is really clean. I like the combat. I like the lore. I like some of the little specifics and stuff like that. So overall, I would say it's the best game that Atlus has put out. If you're a fan of Persona, you're probably gonna like this a little bit more. It depends what your dislikes about Persona are though. Azure Nova, welcome back. Hope you've been doing good. Let me see. So the tavern, but this guy is also a contestant, right? Jin. If you pledge your support for Jin, then you too could... Oh, a candidate. And not only that, but the impudent Elda who dared to interrupt my speech. Have you come to interfere again? Even if you aren't doing anything offensive, your presence here is a distraction. I must gather as many followers as I can after all. What an obnoxious toad. What's the world coming to if a scuzz bucket like him can be a notable candidate? You've been replaying Royal with mods. It's been so fun. So what I like about this game is the base difficulty of the game. You know, every Persona game does like difficulties. They generally end at hard, and then after you beat hard, you get like merciless or something insane. This hard mode compared to the other Persona games has been like, to me, harder. But there's a lot of cool features that I wish were in other Persona games. I haven't played 3 Reload, so I don't know what's in there, but I've played 4 and 5 and 5 Royal. That I think it would be nice if they add in their upcoming games. So like, for example, everybody can swap personas. Not just the main character, but everybody. That shit is dope. I love that. I don't like relying on the main character to do everything and then changing your party around. You generally, because these games have like so many social links and implications when you're hanging out with people, I get attached to some characters and I like using the characters that I'm attached to, right? Like we have a Haru emote in this, in our channel for a reason, where Haru stands. And I hated it when I had to use anybody that wasn't Haru. So the fact that you can change personas on multiple people or archetypes is insanely comforting because I could just run with whoever the fuck I want, right? My crew, the people that I'm attached to. BF had to turn it down to normal because battles took way too long and he wants to enjoy the story. Yeah, some of the battles do drag on a lot. The HP pools tend to be big, especially for enemies whose weaknesses you don't know or whose weaknesses can't be exploited as easily. Like if only one person in your team has a spell you need to beat the enemy, you're gonna be sitting there for fucking hours, right? So I can see it for sure. We might attempt to play this game at the hardest difficulty once we're done with hard mode. That sounds kind of like fun. Yeah, I think overall this is the best game Atlus has put out recently, but that is also considering that I haven't played 3 Reload, sorry. We might also stream that if we do end up playing it. I do own it, I just haven't had the time to play it. Excuse me. Oh, it's you two. Why address me while I am enjoying a meal? I'm a customer of this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree? No, I don't. Well then, let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? I'm glad you understand. A good day to you. But at least she wasn't giga fucking racist and fucked up. I'll give her that. You have the Fem MC mod for Reload. It's insane. Unfortunately, I bought the game on PS5 when it released. I don't know if I will buy it again on PC, but I'll probably be playing the PS5 version of it. But I always rebuy games. My wife was giving me shit the other day for Resident Evil 4. I have like, I think 8 or 9 copies of it. I have the original GameCube copy, and then I played it again on a Wii, and then I played it again on a PS2, and then I bought the remake for PS3 and PS4, and then I bought the OG on PC, and then I bought the remake on PC. So there is a chance we might end up buying Persona 3 multiple times. Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat. The question. A divine lance. Not sure I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No wait, someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. He was bothered about the lance. Sounds like he may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say? If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar. I am very interested in 3, though, because I think out of all the Persona games, that is the one that got my attention the most originally. It was just so hard to find a way to play it that I just ended up playing. But my first was 5, so I just ended up playing 4 instead of 3, right? You're Mustari, right? Are you the one they were talking about in the tavern? We're trying to learn anything we can about the Divine Lance. Maybe you can fill us in. Seek your answers from the chief, not me. He's set to return to the island via ship any moment now. He'll be wearing a mask and carrying a staff, both passed down for generations. If that's the case, we'd better hurry to the Merchant's Bazaar and search for a person in a mask. Let's go. Where are you off to? I'll take you where you need to go. No need for coin, we work for the city. Yep. Take me to the bazaar. Gotta figure out where this chief is. Shady Pagan. I saw the village chief a moment ago. I heard he was participating in the tournament, but he appeared genuinely upset. I wonder if everything's alright. Did you hear that? I don't think it's this guy, though. He's got to know something about the lance. Do you like the difficulty of 4? Yes and no. My biggest gripe with Persona games when it comes to difficulty is specifically things that you can normally grind for and are just time consuming. So like lower EXP gains to me seem kind of redundant if they are egregious. If you go down from like 1.x EXP to like 0.75, that's fine. It's when you drop it to like 0.5 or 0.25 EXP gains, then it then becomes tedious. Or like money grinding. EXP is still fine. If you're behind a few levels, it's okay, right? That's generally what happens in games with harder difficulties. But when you're down in money, it gets a little bit more tedious because money in these games means a whole lot more than just equipment, right? Money can mean buying gifts for people whose social link you want to push, right? And now you can't even buy that. You need to go in and grind even more and more and more to get money, to get social links. In that sense, the difficulty of 4 was really cringe. In terms of the combat, I thought the combat was fine. I did enjoy, I don't know if this is just a Persona 4 Golden thing or a PC thing. If you went into the settings, you could alter specifically what you wanted to change for difficulties. So you could set like hardest combat, but regular EXP and money gains. Like that to me was good because I don't have the time to sit here grinding money in a video game over and over just so I can progress with like side quests. But in terms of the combat, 4 was fine. I thought it was a little bit too easy, but I thought it was to be expected considering it's a PS2 game. Persona 5 also has a lot of tools that simplify the game, right? Like I'm not addressing Royal because I didn't really finish Royal out. I got most of it done, but it got too repetitive for me in comparison to the base. But in Persona 5, like, you can get actions in combat, right? You can get better gun skills that'll immediately drop somebody on the floor. Like, that sounds a little bit too broken, right? But the overall, like, first time difficulty for the playthrough of 5 for me was, like, perfect for hard. I thought hard mode my first time around was I sweat enough, I died enough, and I enjoyed the game enough. Whereas with 4, I really hated the initial, like, 40-50 hours because I spent all my time grinding for money. Eventually, I just tuned down the money and EXP gains to normal, and then I just went through with it. That would be the only differences from 4 to 5. And then in this game, as you can see, well, you can kind of not see. Hold on. As you can see now, we have a fuck ton of money. I think the gains in this game for money and the other currencies, they're very, very lenient. But I think it's fine considering that all your characters can swap around. You're gonna need a lot of gear. Like, you're gonna need a lot of fists. If you want a lot of fist users, you're gonna need a lot of swords, right? Armor types change. If I'm on a mage class, I need robes. If I'm on a knight class or like a armored class, then I need heavier. I need mail gear. So I think it's fine that they give you this much money considering they want to give you the freedom of building different team comps, right? It's this guy. But he was also in the running, right? I do want a Mastari to join us at some point. I do like how they look. They've really crossed the line. Nope, I don't give a fuck about the church. Idols that are known to conduct magic just sounds like igniters to me. Oh, she knows some too.
正教が嘘を広めてるだけ。事実は逆さまよ。神器の多くは解明できないほど高度で、魔導機の方こそその実物に触れたことがあればわかるわ。神器なんて呼ばれるのは文字通り神の遺産と思ってしまうような代物だからよ。
君は歌姫だ。驚いた。
Buddy, she's just for hire.
仕事は仕事。ただね、異教徒じゃなくたって正教から弾圧を受けた人はいるってこと。
その知識の深さ、それに弾圧。まさか君は魔法学院？
どこであれ、あんな風に土足で踏みにじられてほしくない。
神器が手に入れば何でもいい他の候補者とは君らは少し違うようだ。
俺たちだって探してないわけじゃない。だが正直今は竜神の槍とかいう名前を一つ知っているだけでな。
竜神の槍。その話を聞きたかったわ。我が故郷の司法は随分
Oh, he sent us after the big one.
別に槍の話は隠し事じゃない。むしろ私は多くの人に見に来てほしいとさえ思った。空気の澄んだ日にはこの場所からよく見えるんだ。我らの里は神秘の木に抱かれ、竜神が眠る島。
海の向こうの島。
Is that where we're going? Virga Island?
内海に浮かぶ大きな島のことだ。住民のほとんどがムツタリ族で、王国全土で唯一。
正教を否定する気も争う気もない。私もただ信じてきたものを壊されたくないだけだ。
I like how I can't see his head, like his face underneath the helmet. But this character carries a lot of personality just based on like their outfit, right?
それが立候補の動機というわけか。
世界を変えられる気でいたよ。少し前まで。ほら。申し遅れたね。私の名はエディ。悪いことは言わない。友人の槍は諦めたけど。渡すわけにもいかない。そもそもたどり着く。
So he gave us an impossible task.
無理やり奪ったりはしません。
たとえ奪う気でも、ここからじゃ船が出てない。他にも理由はあるが、とにかくよそ者が近づくのは無理だ。私の夢物語もどうやら
Izme looks so cute with like his little hands in his vest.
君らも考え直せ。
とりあえず竜神の槍がビルガ島にあるってのは確かみたいね。
Alright, Nuruz, I need you to make this flying runner a thing because we need to make it to the island.
船が出てないなんて本当なの？王国一の港町よ。
本当だ。言われて思い出した。文化の違いや海流のせいで、ビルガ島への交易船はモンタリオ側からしか出ていない。
So we gotta make it to Montario and then go to Virga Island and then come back to Montario with the weapon until...
モンタリオは内海を挟んで反対側だぞ。そこまで行って逆戻りして島へ渡るのか。
He actually just handed us like an impossible task to prove our loyalty to him.
なら自力で内海を突っ切っちまえばいいじゃねえか。
Alright, engineer, what you got for us?
心配ご無用だぜ。
ジュナさんのこと心配なのか？いや、浮ついた意味じゃなくてさ。
うるさいんだよ。
Fidelio also looks pretty cool.
兄貴、あいつらのことまだ信じてねえんだろ。
そんな短い付き合いで背中預けられるか。グローデルの件、あいつら本当に白だと思う。
Like how all the characters in this game, I like all of them because they don't look like they belong in a Persona game. They're all like knights, nobles, right? And then there's Fidelio, who looks like you could slap him in on any Persona game because it looks like he's wearing a school uniform, and he would fit like perfectly in.
ならついていこうぜ、俺たちも。兄貴の納得いくようにしたらいい。俺は兄貴についていくさ。どこまでも。
生意気なんだよ、お前。
Gonna follow us? Because they said let's go with them. Is that with or following?
これは
What happened to our runner?
まさか船みたいに水の上を進めるってこと？
おうよ。おめえらが夜会に出払ってた間、ルイの凱旋者を舐め回すみてえに見れたからな。いろいろひらめいたってわけだ。もともとこいつは地べたの上だけ這い回る設計じゃねえ。そのための柔軟な関節を生かしてちょいちょいっとな。
なぜだ？
How does it
島へ
float?
渡るなんて話は今の今まで。
おいおい頼むぜ。地図をよく見な。島は関係ねえ。もともとモンタリオへの最短経路は内海を突っ切ることだろう。
はは、違いない。考えもしなかった。
それに噂聞いたぜ。ここらの海には怪物が出るんだろう。なら船じゃダメだ。まさしく凱旋者の出番だぜ。
ああ、ニューラス、品評会見てないんだっけ？その怪物ならフォーデンが仕留めたみたいよ。すごい大きい首が出てた。
ちょっとさ、まさかこれで行こうっての？
Uh-oh.
あんたたちどうして？
そりゃ護衛っすよ。ジュナさん行くんだから。まして行き先は未開の島だし。
せっかく張り切ってる新人たちを信用してあげないの？それとも信用できないのは私？
ルイ様に言われてきたんですよ。ジュナさんでも上下の話は筋通さないと。俺たちがいたら困るってね。
大ありだぜ。寝床が足りなくなら。
心配すんな。俺と違って兄貴はかさばらねえから。
うっさいんだよ。てか、こんなしょぼいので海出て大丈夫なわけ？
Hey, if the rust bucket doesn't survive, why the fuck do you want to come with? You're gonna drown with us.
嫌なら帰って構わんぞ。誰も頼んでない。
まあ、よろしくな。せっかくの海だ。楽しく行こうぜ。
参ったな。これは予想してなかった。連中、なぜ来たと思う？
I like the twists and turns that this game's taking. Because you could always think like, well, they wouldn't really send them with us, right? Louis didn't. They decided to come with because they don't trust us.
まだ疑われてるのか。だろうな。グローデルの件、ずいぶん危ない橋を渡ったしな。
まあ、こうなっちゃ仕方ねえ。出発できるようにしとくからよ。準備が済んだら声かけてくれ。
We just gotta keep quiet about whatever we're talking about. Memorandum. Got the Dracodius. The divine relic Louis ordered the party to acquire. The Mistari villagers of Virga Island regard it as a sacred object containing the spirit of the dragon god, a deity of the islanders' faith. The islanders are unlikely to hand over such an heirloom to an outsider, and yet we're gonna try to get it. Divine relics. Ancient relics with a power similar to igniters. They are passed down within indigenous communities with distinct religious beliefs apart from sanctism. According to the Crown Theocracy, they are called divine relics because they are treasured as religious objects, representing the ancient divinity, but Juna says the truth is hardly so simple. We got the fall of the Mage Academy. An armed conflict several years ago when the Royal Mage Academy, located in northern Ontario, was forcefully closed down by the combined forces of the State Army and the Crown Theocracy's Monk Army. Records indicate that the casualties involved were equivalent to a small-scale war. The official reason given for mobilizing agents against the Academy was that their research endeavors had crossed into outright sedition, including seeking to tame a dragon without the kingdom's authorization. In truth, the incident was orchestrated by Forden, who sought to keep the dogma, historical accounts, and igniters of the Crown Theocracy from being undermined by advanced magical research. The infamously dire number of casualties was not actually a product of armed combat, but caused by the thoughtless destruction of the artifacts under research, which drove the dragon there to an indiscriminate rampage. Ultimately, the incident proved wholly self-destructive for both sides. We got Edeni, I think is what they called them. I need to hear the pronunciation a little bit more. The young chief of the Mistari village on Virga Island. A rare progressive amongst the Mistari, he left the island to participate in the tournament for the throne in order to shed light on the island's customs and treatment of the tribe. However, disappointed by the Theocracy's crushing dominance as spearheaded by Forden, as well as his own powerlessness in the face of it, he decides to withdraw. Well, he can join us, surely. Let me go check the shops real quick. I doubt there's anything we need to buy. I think we're well stocked. Oh, I lied. There is a fan that we can buy. 42 attack, fuck it. Weeball. Anything to appraise? Nope. Let's go check the armors real quick. We've bought everything. We do need to change her gear. She can keep the mask, but we need to swap some of this stuff. She can take the healing hauberk. And another set of berserk gauntlets. Probably strength is good. Serum gloves would also be good, actually. Take those. Now we can go back to the To the ship. We should probably collect the magla from this before we leave. Is that tiny little face yours? Not that anyone who doesn't know you personally would know it's you at that size. If people didn't know the king's magic protected you, I bet they'd find it hard to believe your face was in the top 20 now. $5K is nothing to scoff at. Let's save here, and then let's get on board. See what happens. I'm hoping we fight some sea monsters. In which case, I should change. Oh, we do have Conde. What is... He's on gunner. Okay, we're fine. Time to weigh anchor already. You're not forgetting anything, are you? I'm good. Just got a hold of a chart with the route. We're all set for our trip to Virga Island. Now then, let's set sail for new lands. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so we're going to a shoal camp. A shoal on the sea route to Virga Island. One could drop anchor here. A sunrock camp. A reef on the sea route to Virga Island. We also have the islet camp. That sounds like an inlet almost. On the sea route to Virga Island, you should be able to drop anchor here. And finally, I like how there's heat and storms. So that's new weather. The main island of the Malnova archipelago, almost wholly Mystari inhabited. The isle has only minimal contact with the mainland. Alright, let's get to it. We can't just go straight. You can kind of see that there are waves cutting the area off, right? This region's currents are a right pain. We must go around and across them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? I hope Stroll can handle it. With Juna and her 2 thorns in our side, tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward. Let's go. Put the foot on the gas and let's set sail. I'm not gonna lie, this looks a little bit more stable. In terms of when we were moving on land, we were moving so much. This looks fairly tame. Just kill him, bro. It's gonna be very hard to talk strategy, actually. Oh, we're gaining support.
だがビルガ島は正教府でさえ長年手を焼いてきた札付きの土地だ。さてどうなる？祭りは始まったばかりだな。
一行を乗せた凱旋者は新たに水の上を行く姿を得て大海原へと漕ぎ出してゆく。目指すのはビルガ島。王国で唯一正教が布教の手を伸ばそうとしない謎多き違法の地である。しかも今回の旅は味方ばかりが乗り組んでいるわけではない。彼らを待ち受けるのはさらなる困難か、それとも。
If we could keep Del with us, that would be insane. I like Fidelio a lot. Oh, Stroll is cooked already. There's his voice echoing out of the runner phone. Izme's got his fishing gear laid out on deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard. Overboard though, so be careful. While at sea, Izme sometimes leaves fishing gear on deck, which you can use to fish. Any fish you catch can be used as ingredients when cooking. 3 days. Having Juna and those brothers around has certainly made the Gauntlet Runner livelier. Stroll? My guy? I thought I'd finally gotten used to the runner's motion, but waves are a whole new beast. I'd rather not look pathetic in front of those two brothers, but I'm afraid there's no helping it now. The ad break is coming up, so we'll just take it that way. Anybody joining in doesn't get any pre-rolls. Gonna go ahead and send that out, and then we should be back in 2 minutes. I'll be back, guys. Alright, we should be back. I'm kind of getting used to just pausing my games for the ad breaks, unless we're like in a really hype cutscene or something, right? But generally, I'm getting used to not doing anything and just like letting it catch up. That way people don't miss a thing. Talk to Del. I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse of a ship I'd find, but got to admit the insides are impressive, compared to the rest of it at least. Let's check the pantry. Nice. We should be able to cook without expending time now. Per Maria's thing, right? Let me just double check. Where's she? Speed cooking. Time will not elapse while cooking in the runner's kitchen. We should be able to cook. New recipes. Should be Juna's. So any new things that we can cook, we should probably do them. Steadfast stew. Unrecognizable charge remains. A reminder to appreciate how precious life is. Allows one ally to endure one fatal attack with 1 HP. Let's do one of these. That's Hulkin. I must say I'm impressed with this kitchen. Certainly a stark difference from when I traveled alone. At the time, a dish's flexibility outweighed its flavor profile, but even with so few ingredients, the best meals were the ones most thought through. In fact, I fear that with such amenities, I shall grow soft. There is no greater dishonor than those who so easily cast aside necessity for convenience. So be it. We shall dine as road-weary travelers using only the barest essentials, but rest assured it will taste like no such thing. I started preparing food with Hulkenberg, doing only what was strictly necessary with the ingredients. She's a very minimalist person. Only the finest cookery here, I see. Well, let us only use what we must. The fire does not wane. Ah, but nature is not to be so underestimated. We shall cook it through in one go. Wow, it's a finely honed dish. Steadfast stew is complete. I promise you a superb dish, did I not? Let's go, Hulkin. What else can we do? Oh, we can only cook once, but time is not gonna go by. I thought we could cook multiple times. That's fine. We could read. We could go to the back deck. Let's see who's down here. Nobody? Journal. Code seems to have been deciphered even further. We already read the Oshino one, right? Yeah. Anybody down here? Nope. Then let's go to the back deck, the rear deck. Is anybody back here? Just a bath cask. What about in the watchtower? Nope. So then let's just go to the normal deck. How many people are out here? 3. I was about to say I didn't think there was going to be that many people out here. This is some runner your man's put together. Full of weird things that I've never seen before. Spends his off hours working on the runner too, does he? Yep. The sea breeze is perfect until you smell the fish and feel your hair. I'm quite ready to make landfall, actually. Even moving at such speed, it looks like I can still catch fish. No idea how that works. Perhaps they're drawn by the runner's magma crystals, or perhaps they're just curious. Either way, I certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island. I won't either. Let's go. We can catch some fish, we can use them to cook. Teach me the ways, old man. Indeed, I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. Do you have anything that might work? I have some worms. Nothing biting. Perhaps if the bait were moving. Give it a waggle. Alright, let me give it a try. A bite, and it's a strong one, but I'm stronger. What'd you get us? Just look at this haul. All thanks to you, of course. 2 limp goldfish. Tension and strategy lurk beneath the surface of calm. That's what makes fishing such a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've caught. Well, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's about time we call it a day.
水平線に日が沈み、水面に星明かりが映り始めた頃、凱旋者は浅瀬の地へとたどり着く。そこの見えない黒い海に潜む者たちは、虎視眈々と獲物を狙っているようだ。しかし、凱旋者に守られた一行は、ないだ水面を眺めながら、船旅の疲れを癒すことにする。
Alright, what do we get to do tonight? What are our options? I thought it said there was a small inlet. We're being watched, so be careful with what you say. It looks like we're still out in the water, though. Imagination on 3. Campfire. Mirrors. I don't anticipate any monster attacks like we'd see on land, but you never know. I'd best keep the emergency lights on just in case. Though let's be honest, no run-of-the-mill monster could possibly capsize my sea runner. If you think I'm gonna take my eyes off you just cause it's past sundown, think again. You wanna try something, go ahead. See what happens. Count Louis won't be asking me to justify myself. We clear? I admit, I was half thinking this dinky little gauntlet runner was gonna sink any second, but it did a decent job running today. And out of all the candidates runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I'd have set 1 foot on it without Lady Juna being here. All you guys are haters, dude. Alright. We need to check what Heismay can do for us overnight. We can cook again? We can. Ah. Precision fermented ribs. Spoiled meat dish that gives a boost to luck. Increases hit rate of 1 attack to 100 for 1 ally. Wait. I don't know if that's gonna take up time. It shouldn't? Does this specify? It says it shouldn't. Heismay's also doing imagination, so all I could get tonight is imagination practice. Or I can go into the bath and gain some stats, which might be better, honestly. Let me try cooking. We'll make the ribs. As one so obviously fond of good food, perhaps it's also obvious that I find cooking to be time well spent. Still, you can cook for hours only to have a meal devoured in moments. That is the flaw in such efforts, I suppose. That is me completely. Hold on a moment. Could we not simply add more of each ingredient and thereby create more of the finished product? Imagine it, reducing preparation time and increasing efficiency in a single blow. Why, I dare say I am on the cusp of a grand discovery. Yeah, that's called meal prepping, Hulken. We can do this. I started preparing the food with Hulkenberg maxing out the proportions. All is set and now we need only apply ourselves. What say you? Does it not already look appetizing? It's raw, so probably not. To cook a meal through is fundamental, but we mustn't this time. Here, flavor is achieved by deviating from basic knowledge. Wow, this dish has used a ton of ingredients, but it turned out amazing. Precision fermented ribs is complete. How wonderful. 'Tis fit to eat until the stomach is fit to burst. Let's go. Yep, we did it without time passing. Good. I am inclined to do a bath, I think. Wait, how many salts do we have left? Can I check? Oh, oh, we do have worm bait. Could try grasshopper. Two endurance and 2 agility. Nah, we can hang out with Juna then. We'll hold off on that. Let's see what Juna has to tell us overnight. It isn't animus. I'm so bored and I'm just not in the mood to sing. It sure would be nice to have someone to talk to. Sure. So now we have to find the Mustari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Louis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed. As long as you're with us, we can do it. Oh, of course, but don't forget we're also relying on you to lead. You better do right by us. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Louis' foot was a lonely place to be, you know? I've held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince. Yes. Ooh, that's a lot of imagination. Staying up late is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer? Is that when my skin's all fucked? Oh, maybe I should sleep more. Alright. We got some Magla, and off we go. Day 2. Smugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage. Know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea? I find that the sweat built up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that, in fact. But tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. They're just completely different from each other. It's so funny. I'm down to fish some more. They say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it'll really be like. This salt wind is getting into my fur. I hate it. Can we check the pantry again? How did we restock the pantry if we're still out at sea? That's the real question. How do we keep yoinking ingredients from it? Oh, bass. You've got a pretty good kitchen here. Not as nice as Louis', but I'm sure I could still get a halfway decent meal going. Well, I'm about to cook, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. We can make invincible noodles. Rich game juices cling to the thin noodles of this knockout dish. Gain immunity in the field for 60 seconds. Sure. It's Heisme. Look at him. He's just so cute. He's deadly, but he just looks so nice. I originate from a town that specializes in the production of grain. Consequently, I am quite confident in its use in all culinary matters. I'm rather adept at making dough from flour as well. I shall let you in on the secret. A good chef always listens to their dough. The dough is ever evolving due to the temperature and humidity of the room. Thus, one must make fine adjustments to the amount of water based on present conditions. Followed Heisme's lead and began kneading the flour into the dough. Once the dough has been properly formed, we must put our whole weight into flattening it out completely. This technique ensures the best texture. I trust you to lead us into the fray, but in this task, I fear there is none I trust beyond myself. Too much heat will impede the development of its texture. For now, we must enlist our eyes and noses as scouts, tasked with alerting us to the proper time to strike. These noodles, they're cooked perfectly. The smell alone is mouth-watering. Invincible noodles, the taste of my hometown. The aroma invites nostalgia and hunger in equal measure. Let's go. Alright, who else can we talk to? Vulcan is playing Fidelio. We've just finished the game. 'Twas most illuminating. Assigned watchdog or no, it does us both good to sharpen our tactics together. Figured you lot wouldn't be much use in a fight, but you're better than you look. Suppose your former knights are good for more than grandstanding and pretentious speeches. Okay, buddy. Relax. Let's go out on deck. Where did Juna go? We haven't seen her, right? Engine room? There's no way. I guess she's just gone. We didn't see her anywhere else, right? Bass was there. Fidelio and Hulken were here. Stroll and Heisme are there. Wait, can I go to the... Yeah, I can't go anywhere else. Oh, she's here. What the fuck? I found these cramped sleeping arrangements amusing at first, but the novelty wears off fast. I keep hearing things ignite, too, and I don't know what it is. Well, it's probably the kids keeping an eye on us, right? Let's try to fish. Oh, is that a monster? Just swooping by? We're gonna use the hopper, I think. Maybe it's It's all this staring at the water surface, but I'm starting to feel a bit queasy. Think like a fish. I suppose I'll give it a try. We've outdone ourselves, lad. A brocaded koi and 2 queen's honey jar. Nice. Oh. You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes. Oh, it's not a monster. It's an area.
そそり立つ海壁にその足を止める島や岩礁ではない海面よりも低い高さにぽっかりと砂地が広がっているのだどこからも水が流れ込む様子はないオセアナには万物の断りが正しく働かない場所が少なくないがこの海域はひときわ顕著だ水面が割れ落ちるようにえぐれているだがこの壮観な海の壁に気を取られすぎてはならない怪物は海にもいる引きずり込まれることもそう珍しくはない
Let's see. How does this look? Holy. A towering seawall. Wow, the sea's been split in 2 and we're standing on the sea floor. This is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brylehaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole other level entirely. Dale, are you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it? Do you know how to swim, Bass? Listen, mate, you'd best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. Look, there's fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish. Hulkenberg, what are you doing? You're not thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I would secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depths and shine to ward off predators. So weaklings that they are, they travel together in a group? Who does that remind you of? As you sling barbs at every opportunity, it's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weaknesses. I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, my girl, be sure to catch some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect. As you wish, I shall catch enough that we should all dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches. I see. If that is a consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you. He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out. Catching sight of this unexpected view has broadened my wisdom. Yes. No drawing from Neura's? Oh, okay. And here you go, lad. A drawing of the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows. Nice.
澄んだ水面が光を失い暗黒の淵へと変わる頃凱旋者は暗礁の静かな地へとたどり着くまた一日の終わりが近づいている夜の時間をどのように過ごすか皆が思いを巡らせ始める
ひどい雨だ時期嵐になるぞ車体は持つのか
Look at Stroll. Oh no. Oh.
岩にでも乗り上げたか地と外を見てくるぜ
あの兄弟まさかこの大しけで寝てるのかさすがパリパスの頭は鈍感で羨ましい
聞いたわパリパス苦手だそうね二人とも育ちは最悪だけどあれで優しいとこあるのよ私のこと何度も命がけで守ってくれたいつだったかお礼をしたいって言ったらあの二人歌がいいあんたの歌が好きだからって顔真っ赤にしてた
日陰者のユージフがパリパスの悪口など滑稽か
そんなつもりじゃ。
寝心地最悪だな。ねえ、さっきのでかい揺れ何？あ？何この揉めてる空気？何の話？
仲間の身の上話。
ああ、拙者はパリパスが好かんという話をな。
拙者は？全員の間違いじゃないの。
He's like, yeah, everybody fucking hates us, bro. Nothing new here.
探ってねえでもうはっきりさせようぜ。いや、いいだろう。グローデルの件、兄貴はまだ疑ってるってさ。
Let's go, Bass leaking.
俺たちが疑うようなこと、ルイ様が見過ごすわけない。騒ぐ必要ないんだよ。けど、確かめたくてさ。ジュナさんが敵になったのかどうかだけは。
あんたたちね。
お。
うわー！出会った外見ろ、化け物だ、化け物！早く甲板に来てくれ！
何が起こってる？
What's happening? Head to the deck once you're prepared. Sure. This looks kinda sick. I was expecting like random encounters, but not a boss. What happened to Stroll? This rocking, I can hardly stand. I can't go on like this. I don't especially mind the shaking, but all this creaking from the hull can't be good. If we don't do something fast, we'll surely flood. What in God's name is that? Didn't they say Forden defeated the monster? Yeah, here it is, carousing through a stormy sea. Sea monster is still about. We cannot let it damage His Highness's runner. What's this monster's problem? If Lady Juna gets hurt, it's your neck on the line. Bloody hell, can't stand these floating rust buckets. We'll talk later, just hurry up and do something, will ya? Alright. Hulkin is all set. We probably don't need first aid. We could swap this out for anything else. Maybe Conde? I don't think we need bot. Liz would be better. Ironclad Bond also wouldn't be bad, it's just expensive as fuck is the problem. Let's see, what do you... You just have steel. That's all you got. That's all you need. Juna hasn't inherited a single thing. Where would I put you, Juna? Obviously, probably Seeker? Oh, she needs a Faker. Sure. You can take that. I don't mind that. We can skip the text here because we've read it enough. We need to crank some EXP on Faker. We just don't have enough. Yeah, that did like nothing. We need to hit Tarunda at least. That's fine. We can inherit that. She doesn't have anything, right? She doesn't... Just Tarukaja. Yeah, so just learn Tarunda. It's like a debuff to have. Wait, what am I on? Healer? I am on healer. That's fine. Alright, let's go swing. Pantry. I've got more things to do than worry about tomorrow's food. What a fucking sentence. Is it not on the... Oh, it might be on the other deck? Wait, where's the exit to the other one? Here. Oh! Save him!
無事か兄貴。
貸しを作ったなんて思うなよ。俺たちは。
Oh, that shit's massive.
正面から行くな。邪魔な腕を俺たちが引き受ける。
だな。奴をやらなきゃどの道終わりだ。
今回限りな。
Oh, I really want one of them to join my party, but especially I want it to be Del, man. If it's not Bass, I'm okay, but if it's Del, I'm gonna lose my shit.
あの気持ち悪い足のいくつかは俺たちが引き受ける。
Well, slice.
お前たちは
Okay.
本体と残りの足を潰せ。
So we can kill some limbs, but they're focusing on the
こんな
legs.
とこで友倒れは絶対ごめんだから。
To switch out party members during battle, press L1 to access the order view, then select party. Switching members consumes 1 turn icon. This is so goated. So I could bring Stroll in here as well.
マイル、しばし後方へ。
この敵は力をしちゃ勝てないよ。
Sea Horror Homo Sabara.
キャンナー。何も持っていないか。
He's holding nothing, so we don't need a steal. They're not weak to lightning, I'll tell you that much. Not weak to cyclone.
かかってくるがいい。
Yeah, she can tank that just fine.
キャンナー。せいや。
王者の魂をここに。炎よ。
マスクドダンサー。燃えなす。あなたと精霊の力を。
Random strike. Ooh, I got my fucking ass beat. That's one gone.
これで戦いをするかな。感謝するわ。すまない。
すまない。
マスクドダンサー。絡めてで行くわ。なすべきことのために。
She's fine for now, yeah. She is getting pretty low though.
使わせてもらおう。
ヒーラー。まだ倒れるわけには。
ありがとう。
感謝する。
感謝する。
使いこなしてみせる。 大技いくわよ。
Nobody has ice though, even if we use ice blue dance. Somebody might get spit on here, but it should be fine. Yeah, it's okay. Ooh. We don't need Heizme here.
ここは引く。
待ちくたびれた。恥ずかしくない戦いをする王者の魂をここに。違う、連携しよう。もっといい加減はしない。いかずしよ。
Sable dance. Dark weaknesses, but we don't have anybody that can use dark anyway, so it just says new.
ちょっと苦しいわよ。それが我が剣。その程度。
We have the whole stall comp, so we're fine. We have a tank and we have a healer. Animus is getting his fucking ass beat though. Let's go for a raging edge. And a crit. Perfect. Oh, they're coming back. Fuck. That is not good. Go for it again. He is weak to lightning. Good. Nice. Oh. Nice. Oh. We're getting fucking fried though. Nice crit. Okay, we're getting there. Oh shit. Oh, don't do. Okay, I thought it was gonna do the slam strike. We're gonna be this. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. We're okay. We're okay. Okay. The legs are back. Don't random strike. That's fine. They should be dead this turn, yeah. We missed, but we landed a crit. There you go. Nice. First try, too. Aizume's gonna get way less XP, but it's okay. Sabara's sucker. Yeah, Aizume got a little bit less. It should have been Stroll out, but that's okay. Stroll was really helpful in this fight. Oh, she's got no strength. She's a full caster. I'm like a hybrid, but she is a full caster. Damn. That didn't take that long. We actually cooked that pretty decently well. They really aren't bad. They're just on the wrong side.
水音が中からも聞こえる。
Oh, we're fucked.
うお、喫水が吹け。あっちゃー、浸水してんぞこれ。
沈むの？冗談でしょ？組み出すぞ。兄弟、お前たち手伝え。
はあ？何命令？くそ、とんなボロ船じゃんか。
Luckily, we finished the boss before the ads again.
神王が決する日にまた一日。
Fortunately, I figured out the ads. And they are way shorter now. We do have to trade frequency for length, but them being shorter is better, I think. It was a long day yesterday, huh? I'm glad that we lived to see another morning. I'm very happy that we survived and are still afloat, but after bailing all that water out, it would seem that my poor back was a casualty of the incident. You really came through in a pinch. I must say, it's all thanks to you that my dear girl is well and safe. We must repay those old bones of yours for their sterling service. Too true, maybe a day off would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. So how about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean.
Yes.
We should arrive at the island tomorrow. We managed to defeat the monster, so why not thank everyone for their efforts? In times like this, people tend to open up more. Can I resort my party now? Oh, it keeps your original party. Outside of the swapping in that battle, right? We'll check the pantry. Give me some mats. And let's see if I can maybe cook. I'll try to talk to everybody, but the ad break's about to start, so we'll do that. And then we'll come right back. 2 minutes. And we're back. Give me a little bit of time to get a snack too. Alright, let's see what they have to say. You really fixed that hole in the runner? Thought we were sunk there for sure. How long have you been there for? Well, whatever. Good thing we managed to pull things off yesterday, eh? Basilio doesn't seem as defensive as usual. Now might be a good chance to improve things with him a little. And get lost, alright? Del says I'm to keep my distance from you lot. Have you been there the whole time? Feel like listening to me sing, do you? Good timing. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have a moment to spare? Juna seems in particularly high spirits right now. Maybe we can have a genuine conversation. What do you want? I'm trying to guard Juna here. You're such a bloody bother. If you've got something to say, out with it. We can hang out with anybody of our choosing? Is that true? Fuck. Or is it just them? Nope, it's anybody. Well, where's Heizme though? Stroll is here, Hulken is here. I checked the engine room and nobody was there. So where's our little bat friend? Is he just standing around here and I didn't see him? He's not there. Oh yeah, he is here. Let's cook. Honestly, we can hang out with any of our friends. But instead of picking between my friends, I think I'd rather pick between Bass and Dell, and I would probably talk to Dell. Cursed Love Ballad. A sweet assortment of fruits and vegetables that can cure even the most insufferable heartache. Restores 100 MP and cures Hex for all allies. Let's cook with Juna. Now, the most important thing we have to consider is who will be partaking of our meal. What are they like? What are their tastes? All of this matters. First, you need to visualize the meal. Then you pick the ingredients that look like they'll get you there. Intuition is key. She's wearing heels inside the runner? Lady, relax, take a load off. I picked out ingredients with Juna. If this tastes as good as it smells, won't that be just amazing? Yes, that's definitely going in here. Don't underestimate texture. These little blobs are cute, and these, look at how they shine. Now that our ingredients are carefully selected, we move to the main phase, preparation. You can cook anything as long as you believe. Come on, I'm right behind you. She's not cooking. She's just cheering me on. Who can tell if you're worried, you know? Put your positive intentions into it, and it's bound to show up in the end. It's smelling great already. Ain't it just fruit? Wow, what a combination of bold and delicate flavors. I called it Cursed Love Ballad. Considering the feeling we put into it, it's bound to move the heart of whoever eats it. Let's go hang out with Dell. See what he says. Let's talk. Fine, but only a bit. Not like you shut up about it if I said no. So what do you even want? If you're trying to get closer to me, you're wasting your time. Why's that? You're an open book, mate. You just want to win us over. Well, fine. Suppose I could use this opportunity too. See, I've got one warning for you. If you try anything funny with Lady Juna, I'll make you regret being born. Seems like Fidelio doesn't trust me at all. I'd remember that if I were you. You done talking? What, do you think I was gonna thank you for yesterday? Not at all. Hardly makes a difference if I live or die anyway. Well, it's true that you ended up being the one to save Lady Juna and protect Bass. For that, at least, thank you. No matter what your agenda is. What kind of agenda do you think I have? I'll figure it out, soon enough. Well, a debt's a debt. Think what you want about me, but I've got my own code. I'll return the favor before long. Don't get it twisted, yeah? That's the end of this conversation. I'm not out here to stand around chatting with the likes of you. Ah, shite. Losing my damn mind out here. Well, whatever. Here. Now bugger off. A handmade flute. Saw a Parapus peddler in Brylehaven selling souvenirs. Bought this on a whim. Gave me this whole story about how its sound wards off evil. I'm not planning on dying out here with you idiots. It's just for peace of mind, but it's better than nothing. Well, we'll be at the encampment soon, and while I have your ear, your ship rocks like a bucket in a storm. Tell that clumsy driver of yours if he doesn't shape up, I'll throw him overboard and sail it myself. And I'm dead serious, like. Gave us a flute.
夕日にきらめく水面が輝きを失った頃、凱旋者は小さな離れ小島へとたどり着く。ひとときの揺れぬ陸地のありがたさに感謝しながら、一行は穏やかな一夜を過ごす。
何しようか。
What does that flute do? A flute whose sound wards away evil, given by Fidelio. All stats +5. Holy shit. She can take this one. We'll be hitting Virga Island tomorrow, yeah? You say you want to be useful to Count Louis? Then you better put in the work. And remember, we'll be watching. Let's cook. Anything else that we can make? We need some peach turnips. We need everything. We need some monster bones. We need some turnips. And we need a Lord of the Lake. Let's cook some roasted red grass. Holiday meat is delicious all on its own, but if you prepare it with a little effort applied to the right places, it can taste even better. To echo something I've heard anyway. In other words, we can't just haphazardly toss things together. Proven combinations of ingredients will win the day. Actually, I should skip this, because we've cooked this already. I'll wait until we actually do new food. What about bass? Don't much like the sea at night. There's no knowing which ways the waves are coming from, and when I think about accidentally falling in... Yeah, well, just don't think about that instead, huh, buddy? How about that? Where the fuck are the rest of the guys? There is? This poor old girl certainly has run a grueling gauntlet. I'll have to be gentle nursing her back to health. Oh, a watchtower maybe? Izme is here. We hang out with him. Hello there. I've got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk a moment? No trace of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. Sure. Our visit to Brawlhaven was most eventful, was it not? It feels like such a blur. Actually, would you mind refreshing an old man's memory? What exactly did happen? Came into contact with Louis. Ah yes, you successfully caught our dear Count's attention and won his favor. I had my doubts, but the results speak for themselves. And on top of it, you managed to ingratiate yourself with Louis. Boarding his runner was quite the risky gambit, but you deftly handled it all. You manage it all so casually, but I cannot deny that you are truly a man of action. That novel of yours, or those words would drive you. Is this awesome attempt to make that illusory world a reality? If that sounded mocking, I assure you it was not my intent. Such idealism has driven many to accomplish great things. I too once possessed a similar zealous passion. For so long I assumed I was no longer capable of entertaining such ardent dreams, yet they bubble to the surface again whenever I'm with you. Perhaps together... Yes. Together we ride, we juice. Retiring so soon. Your sour expression does not deter me. Sleep can wait, for this old man's ramblings demand an attentive pair of ears. Let me fix something real quick. Do that. Louis has sent an emissary to Virga Island.
類についたわけか。狙いは竜神の槍か。
おそらく正教府が手を出しあぐねる土地のものを奪えば話題になると考えたのでしょう。滑稽ですな。我らが島に手を出さぬのはあんな未開の集落に興味などないからだというのに。芸か。
いや、こちらのことだ。
もし奴が槍を得たとて何も揺るぎません。正教祭で芸家の権威はもはや盤石となりましょう。
仁義の起源も全ては正教にあると定め直すか。そうだな。正教祭に集う候補らは王の魔法の庇護下におる。中にはそれを盾に狼藉を働く者も出るやもしれん。
心得てございます、芸家。この義度に万事お任せを。
What are they plotting over there?
Oh.
And so, our long sojourn at sea will come to an end. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same, but we'd best prepare for a long stay. This island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one. Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't even know if there will be real inns for us to stay in.
海の怪物の脅威を辛くも切り抜けた一行は内海の海流に乗り目的地ビルガ島へとたどり着く。ビルガとは未開を意味する王国本土の標準語であり、島民たちにとっての名前ではない。自分たちは島を一方的に異端とみなしてきた本土からの招かれざる客だということ。それを忘れれば無益な衝突は避けられない。凱旋者は息を潜めるように人気のない裏手の岸壁へと身を寄せていく。
早くも蒸し暑さでうがりそうだ。
耳の毛がべとつく。
なんでこっちからなの？向こうに綺麗な砂浜あったじゃない。
我慢してくださいって。背後から行った方がやりやすいっしょ。
He's still thinking about killing everyone.
誰もやらん。まったく。
正面から挨拶しても警戒されるだけだろうからな。まず槍のありかを確かめる。
凱旋者はまあこの辺なら見つかんねえだろう。周り海だしな。化け物にやられちまったし、俺はここで整備しとくぜ。槍探し頑張ってきてくれ。
誰？
Oh?
外から来た人。どうかしたの？
声が聞こえたような。
声？って誰の？
船酔いのしすぎじゃないの。先が思いやられるね。
Calm down, Del.
で、どうやって槍見つけんだ？
住人に紛れて情報を集めと行きたいが、噂通りムツタリ族だらけなら紛れるのは難儀かもしれない。そうだな。まずは人前へ出ずに隠れて里を観察するとか。
かったりーな。何日かかんだよそれ。
っていうか、実際私たちいつまでこの島にいられんの？
そうだな。アルタベリーへの到着期限を考えると9月5日までには槍を手に入れて離れたい。
一日でも早く離れたいところだ。行くぞ。
ねえ、これもしかして同じとこぐるぐるしてない？
どうやら迷ったな。
嘘でしょ。こんな場所で迷うとかそうなんじゃない？もう服の汗がしぼれそうよ。変な虫は多いし。
She's such a diva, man.
腹減った。 冷たい水に頭突っ込みて。
いちいち声に出すな。みんな我慢してる。
ちょっと待て。近くで流水の音がする。少し開けた場所のようだ。泉か何かかもしれん。
マジか。もう即行こうぜ。
そうだな。どの道迷ったわけだしな。
飲めるわ。オートの水よりずっと澄んでる。
ああ、助かるぜ。塩でベッタベタでよ。
あなたは誰？聞こえるの？やはり龍神様の御使いなのですか？
どうかしたのか？気のせいみたいな。
お？
里の人とか？あなたは
巫女様。
兄貴、
戦。
そなたら島のものではないな。
ちょっと待って。
捕らえよう。
I like how some nets are gonna keep us down, bro. We got archetypes. Like, what is this?
王位を望む候補者だな。ふん。龍神の槍を奪いに来たか。天津さえ、巫女様の清めの泉に忍び込むとは。計るまでもなく、死罪である。いきなり死罪ときたか。
落ち着け。第一、候補者は殺せないぞ。
He really said like this went so fast. Judge, jury, executioner right here.
見えすいた命乞いを。おい、巫女様の準備が整ったそうだ。観念せよ。どの道出られん。
どうすんのこれ？
あの兄弟はうまく逃れたようだ。きっとニューラスに状況を。
ふん、どうだかな。連中拙者たちより槍が優先だろう。
いいじゃない。槍なしじゃどの道先はないんだし。頼る前に考えましょう。兵隊の隙をつく方法とか。
そういえばここの兵隊、一目で候補者と見抜いたり、嫌にこっちの事情に詳しかったな。
Maybe one of the rocks with the faces of the candidates. Maybe it showed up on this island too.
そいつは多分俺のせいだ。
Oh.
ちょっと荒っぽく質問されたもんでね。奇遇だね。こんな場所でとは。
どんな罪をやらかしたんです？
待て、そうじゃない。少しくらいは正教府のご意向が通じるかと思ったが、問答無用で捕まっちまった。
何しに来たんだ？
決まってるだろう。単身でビルガ島に渡るような大バカが出たと聞いちゃ追いかけるしかない。
How did he make it here before us and get caught before us? I thought our runner was goated.
例のムツタリ候補の船に忍び込んで、うまいこと島に潜入できたと思ったんだが。
バカはどっちよ。呆れた。なんで工事人がそこまでするわけ？
いい機会だと思ったんだよ。正教の正しさってやつを確かめるにはな。ま、焦らず待とうぜ。そのうち隙も見つかるだろう。ここの連中、どうやら一枚岩でもないみてえだしな。
聞いたか。正教は神器を奪ってこいと触れを出しているそうだ。
なんたることを。龍神様のお怒りはそのせいではないのか。
皆の衆、案ずるな。
Oh, he looks so goated without the fucking helmet. Look at him. I want everybody to join my party, man, but I know not everybody can. Fuck me.
エディン様。
定期船以外の手段で勝手に島へ入り込んだ違法者たちは全て捕らえた。報告では一人は候補者、一人は正教の工事人だそう。目的は竜神の槍だろう。正教は我らへの手出しを控えていたが、ついに手を伸ばしてきたと考えるしかない。
やはりか。教えを汚すなど恐れ知らずな。
そうでんべ。神器という証を奪うことで何も言えなくするつもりなのだ。
エディン様、そやつらを死罪に。いつ裁きを下すのですか。
待て。捕らえた者たちは島民を傷つけていない。
何をためらうのです。教えを汚す者たちなど逃げとすればよいのです。家畜がおかしくなる流行り病、海も怪物騒ぎで漁に出られず、最近では畑まで不作に。竜神様に静まっていただかねばもう生きてゆかれませぬ。太古より島に災いありし時は竜神様に煮えを捧ぐべし。
皆落ち着くのだ。裁きにかけるのと生贄にすることは。
エディン様。
These people are very different from like the people in the actual capital and cities. They just want us dead. They don't like us. Same as everybody.
お言葉ですが、エディン様は国王の座を諦め戻っていらした。それはニエの教えに従うという決断ではないのですか。そのように竜神様を疑い、煮え切らぬことをなさったせいで。
言うな。
エディン様、どうか逃げよ。我々にこのまま何もせず死ねと。
兄様、良いのです。先ほど泉にて煮えとなるためのみそぎを済ませました。
ユーファ。
私は巫女。生まれた時より竜神様の最良の煮えとなるための命、むしろ誇りに思います。平和な時代の巫女たちと違って里にご恩を返せるのですから、島が救われるならこの命喜んで差し出しましょう。
おお、さすがユーファ様。我らのためにお命を。
これできっと竜神様の怒りも静まる。
ユーファ様、我らに救いを、我らに未来を。
船を用意しろ。槍のある竜宮神殿の祭壇までは私も同行する。
竜宮神殿か。そこに槍があるみたいだな。
軍務の資料で読んだことがある。ビルガ島は無人の軍島に囲まれていて、その一つが丸ごと神殿になってるんだね。
He's well read and well studied.
無人島？物好きな連中だ。よくそんな生きづれえとこにでけえ神殿作ったな。
さてね、島の連中が作ったのか、それとも見つけただけなのか。ともあれ、船がいる。
だったら早いとこあいつら助けちまおうぜ。広場が騒ぎになってる今なら手薄だろう。おいおい兄貴、助けないとか言わねえよな。
ジュナさんを助けるさ。
兄貴、
一時の情に飲まれるなよ。裏切り者かもしれないか。俺についてくるんだろ。なら余計なこと考えるな。全部俺に任せ。
兄貴、まさか海の時の。
なんでもない。焦らず日暮れまで待つ。野因に紛れていくぞ。
He's still cooked. I was gonna say, how did it hurt him if it just grabbed him? But maybe it squeezed him hard enough, right? Injure something inside, break a bone.
ナワト君ね、じっとしててください。 くな素人が。
ありがとう。結局助けられちゃった。
やりのありかは分かりました。ずらかりますよ。
じゃみんなのも解いてよ。
俺たちの仕事はジュナさんの護衛なんだ。
はあ？何急にせこいこと言ってんの？
こいつら信用できないって前に言ったでしょ。おまけにやすやすと捕まってジュナさんのことも守れてない。
あんただって彼がいなきゃ海で死んでたかもしれないでしょ。
兄貴、
彼もルイ様が命令を託した味方同士よ。あんたが勝手に死なせていいの？私も彼を見届けるってルイ様と約束したし、顔潰さないでほしいんだけど。
そうそう、一つ寛大に行こうぜ。
Why is he fucking screaming?
俺の縄もついでに解いてくれるとありがたい。
正教のクソなんか助けるなよ。イラつくな。声でかいんだよ。
よく言われる。邪険にされたら悲しくてもっとでかい声が出ちまいそう。
黙らすか。
やめとけ兄貴、余計な騒ぎになる。こいつらだっていざって時は盾にでも何でもすりゃいい。槍が手に入るまで手勢が多いに越したことはねえだろ。
槍のありかって危険な場所なの？
なんつうか、竜神の槍の竜神って迷信じゃなくて本当かもしれねえんですよ。
泉にいた娘はそいつの生贄だそうです。里の連中のビビり具合からすると実在って可能性も。
ドラゴンが相手かもってこと？バカ、冗談じゃないわ。全員の名は解きなさい。
分かった、分かりましたよ。おい、きっちり役に立ってもらうぞ。
改めてよろしく。
調子狂うな、まったく。足引っ張るなよ。じゃあほら、解いてやるからこっち来い。お前は最後だよ。島の広さから見て集落は一つだけだ。長はエディンとかいう若い男。
エデ
ィン、いつかのムツタリ族の候補か。島の長だったとは。
生贄の娘はそいつの妹らしい。無人島にある神殿へ捧げに行くそうだ。槍もそこだ。
自分の妹か。
怒りを鎮めるんだってさ。竜神は島の信仰対象で、災いはそいつが怒って暴れるからなんだって。
本当なの？
そんなわけあるか。けどその存在まで迷信か。
That's what matters. I don't think everything that's going wrong with them is because of a dragon god. But I don't know if the actual deity that they praise is a real dragon or a fake one.
そうね。竜神の槍が神器だってのが気になるわ。もしその神殿で見つかったものなら、多分神殿も遺跡。ドラゴンがいても不思議はない。
たとえ実在でも生贄など馬鹿げている。何のためだろうと人命であがなっていいはずがない。
黙れよ、騎士崩れ。島の外には生贄なんていないと思ってる。今まで何を見てきたんだ。俺に言わせりゃ自覚的に生贄を捧げてる分、
そうかもな。いつだって人はたやすく来る。善悪は関係ない。
だが無駄な死なら黙って見過ごせない。
おい、目的を履き違えるなよ。狙いは槍だ。背負えもしないことに首を突っ込む。
自ら命を捧げる民か。単なる未開の土地と思ってたが、ここはまるで俺たち正教の鏡写し。
槍はもちろん手に入れるさ。だが死人も出さない。それならいいだろう。最初に言ったはずだ。困っている者には手を差し出す。例外はない。そうだな。
Yep.
ああ、もちろんだ。 気持ちのいい答えだ。
そうだな。それが我々らしい。ではまず凱旋者に戻ろう。カイロで神殿のある島へ向かうぞ。
諦めなさい。
He's like, fuck me, man. Oh.
助けてくれ、妹。こいつを助けてくれ、妹。ユーファを神殿がマグラに。
おい、しっかりしろ。呼吸が浅いな。
今マグラって言ってた。何があったんだろう。
ひとまず凱旋者へ。いや、深手すぎる。手当ての道具がない。里へ運ぶしか。
は？正気？こっちは牢から抜け出すためだよ。
見殺しにできるか。
わけわかんないよお前たち。
いや、これはむしろ好機だ。島の長なんだろう。命の恩人になれば追われる身を脱して里の協力も得られるかもしれない。
なんだそれ。槍のありかはもう分かってんだから奪えば済むだろ。
じゃあこうしましょう。私は彼についてく見届け役だしね。あんたたちはその私を守って。
You can't beat that logic.
護衛役でしょ。
勝手にしてください。けどいざとなったら見捨ててでも槍を奪いに行きます。結局俺が信じるのは家族とルイ様だけだ。
バトリン、早速だが
He's too sold
救
on
った王
Louis.
を返してもらう。状況をニューラスに伝えてくれ。正直戻れるとは限らない。
めちゃくちゃだな、おい。だが嫌いじゃねえよ。
よし、俺たちはこの男を里まで運ぶぞ。手を貸してくれ。
Let's take him back.
ここは
長殿。
私は助かったのか。
私の宿屋の一室でございます。
この者たちが長殿をここへ。
驚いたな。よく見れば君らだったか。追われる身でよくここまでたどり着いたな。
連れの二人がおとり役で辺りの兵士を引きつけてる。その隙に忍び込んだだけだ。
長殿、何があったのです。
神殿にはたどり着いたが、異様なほどマグラが立ち込めていて、凶暴に変わり果てた生き物たちが。
それってまさか強化が起きてるってこと？
護衛たちはたちまち壊滅。ユーファともはぐれ、私だけ海へ逃がされた。
なんと。ではすぐに新しい兵の手配を。
ダメだ。島の兵ではかなわない。犠牲を増やすだけだ。
ですが、
その役目、拙者たちが変わってもいい。槍にはこちらも用があるし、だが行く前に確認しておきたい。そなたの妹を見つけたとしてどうすればいい？生贄の儀式を手伝えばいいのか？それとも生かしてここへ連れ帰るか？
連れて帰ってきてくれ。神殿の島へ立つとき、本当はユーファを逃がそうと思っていた。だが言えなかった。その時悟ったよ。我らがユーファに背負わせてきたものは島の命運なんかじゃない。ユーファを頼む。たとえ生贄の儀式に効果があるんだとしても関係ない。救ってくれ。我らの家事だ。
よくぞ言った。それでこそ任せておけ。必ず救い出してやる。 それでいいな。
Nope. We'll bring her back.
そうね。見捨てたんじゃ私たちらしくない。
よし。あんたの妹は俺たちが助けよう。その代わり竜神の槍をしばらく貸してくれないか。
いいだ。
何よ、あれは信仰の象徴とも言うべきもの。
ユーファを救う力があるなら黙って槍を奪うことができたはず。なのに私に了解を求めてきた。
I was about to say, yeah, that matters a lot. Just because you can do something, asking for permission first, even though you're able to do it, is always like a gesture of like a nice human being, right? In this case, you're not a human, but yeah.
ですが、むつたりでない違法のものに。
種族は関係ない。信じるべきは人そのもの。
People, there you go.
島の外で競争に参加して私が学んだことだ。
待って、日帰りで救うなんてわけにいかないわよ。その妹さんは
神殿内はあいつの方が詳しい。安全な場所に逃げ込んでいれば可能性は十分ある。少なくとも3週間くらいは飢えたりしないはずだ。ユーファはミコ、君らの咎人の身分は私が解いておる。協力は惜しまない。どうか。
4 weeks? No way we have 4 weeks,
牢
though.
屋に逆戻りだけは回避できたな。
ここなら虫の心配もなさそうだ。
いや、ブライハーベンに泊まったのよね。どんな安宿使ってたの？
She does not want to know where we stayed, man.
ようやく堂々と外を歩けるな。ルイから離れないことも大事だが、そのためなら誰に憎まれてもいいってわけじゃないからな。
そうね。王子の呪いを解いて終わりじゃないもんね。新しい王様としてちゃんと国民から認めてもらわなくちゃ。
後々のことを考えると、槍探しの合間に人助けや他の候補者の牽制なんかにも気を配った方がいいかもな。
オサとの話は済んだみたいですね。
ご苦労様。さすがね。あたりの兵を全員引っ張り回してケロッとしてるなんて。
森の中でパリパスの戦士を捕らえようなんざ。
槍の入手が最優先。そこブレてないんでしょ。
よし、状況を整理するぞ。目的地は竜宮神殿のある無人島だ。そこにある神器竜神の槍を手に入れる。だが同時に巫女のユーファも見つける必要がある。
はあ、人助けなんかしないっつったか。
His HUDs are so
エ
good.
ディンの話では槍が神殿のどこにあるのか詳しい場所は秘伝で、
めんどくせえな。
あと厄介な点が2つある。一つはおそらく神殿に強化現象が起きていること。きっと中は怪物の巣窟だ。
Damn it with the ads. Twitch. It didn't even warn me that the ads were playing. I thought that was ads coming up. Oh, it took it out of the schedule. It ran an ad on its own. I need to figure this out, man. We were running them every 40 and it decided to just run one now for whatever reason. Apologies, stream. It didn't notify me at all. I hate this Twitch system, man.
そしてもう一つ。
When are we turning into YouTube streamers? On God.
実在のドラゴンである可能性がある。
もし戦う羽目になったら大ごとね。出くわす前に力をつけといた方がいいかも。
競技会の期限を忘れんなよ。それを過ぎればルイ様はお前たちが裏切ったと判断。
そうなると期限は17日間ってところか。それ以上は
His math is good at least. 17 days.
失礼します。そのユーファ様を救いに行かれるとか。
お前らが死んでこいって送り出したんだろ。
そうですね。ええ、その通りです。でも誰もが生贄に賛成してるわけじゃないんです。うちの子と同い年の娘が進んで死のうとする。そんなのありがたがるなんて間違ってる。どうか
巫女のことは任せておけ。約束は守る。
This song gives me super Xenogears vibes.
我らは槍を奪いに来たのに、逆にそれで巫女が助かる話になるとは。
It's the brass and the percussion. They sound super militaristic. Kind of like tactics vibes too.
捕らえに来たお前たちに救われた。自ら閉じた扉ほど自分では開けられんものが。
じゃあ明日からに備えてとっとと休みましょう。
神王が決する日にまた一日近づく。
So we got 17 days. Okay. We're probably not gonna start that dungeon today. Wonder what kind of place the Dragon Temple is. Let's stock up on what we need on the island first. When you're ready, the Gauntlet Runner is on the eastern beach of the island. Oh. Well, this inn is so small. It's legit just a room. I thought it was gonna have something else. Memorandum. The towering seawall. A giant wall of water above the sea near Brylehaven's coast. Spectacle is caused by abnormal magma unique to the area that makes it appear as though the very sea has been split in two. Beyond the wall of water is the sea as most people know it, in which fish swim normally. However, hapless fish will sometimes leap out from the waves and fall like rain to the land below. We have Verga Island, an island of the inland sea south of the kingdom. In the center of the archipelago sits an old village, home to many Mustari. It is the sole area of the kingdom untouched by Sanctus proselytizing. The Mustari in major cities on the mainland are often disdained as pagans, adding to the public impression that the island is uncivilized. And we got a dragon temple. A temple of the Mustari faith that stands on an uninhabited island in the north of the archipelago, home to the garden deity, the dragon god, and likely resting place of the divine relic Dracodios. Rumors suggest the true reason the Crown Theocracy has never tried to extend its reach to Verga Island is because it does not want to risk its believers seeing something in the temple. What truths lie hidden? On Heisme. Because of the Peripus' involvement in the loss of his son, Heisme sometimes unknowingly turns his prejudices against the Magnus brothers, who were unrelated to the incident. He himself is troubled by these thoughts he feels he has no control over. That's fair. That is completely fair. I can't blame him one bit. Well, we can't do any of these. If you notice, we have nothing here. So let's look around. Yep. Welcome, travelers. As per our chief's request, you will find rest here whenever you need it. Thank you. Why is there magma like that in the air? In that direction, over here. You see that? It's only that way though. Huh. I hear you saved our chief's life. For that, I offer you my thanks. But let that be the last time you interfere with our business. Island matters should be resolved by island people. If you guys want to be a sovereign nation, so be it, but I don't think it works that way. We saved them. Give us at least a little bit of trust. Oh. Gee, how did they know that we were candidates? I don't know. Maybe the fucking rock that appeared here. The biggest face on the rock is the Sanctist's own Forden. What a farce this whole thing is. And then after him is that Louis fellow, yeah? And after that, who's next? I can't say. For a moment our chief appeared, but now... Frustrating but expected. We can't expect outsiders to care about our plight. Surely the chief understands that. But look over there. It's still small, but I can see that elder boy's face. Who is he really? Him and those companions of his. Think they're after our relic? I certainly hope not. It's not as though the island troubles would be solved by a new king besides. I haven't seen any fairies in such a long time. What's to become of our fair island? People seem suspicious. Do they have a recruitment center? They do. I'll come to the tavern at the end. Have you been able to find your way around the island? Our city wasn't built with outsiders in mind, you see. If you climb the ladder behind me, you'll find an equipment shop and a general store. If they'll be of any help to you, feel free to visit them. Thanks. What are you lot here for? Come to steal away our livestock too. I swear the chief's not thinking rationally, asking for assistance from other tribes. We should honor Lady Yufa's wishes and let her fulfill her duty. Alright man, you're kind of a psychopath, but it's okay. What was this called? The store? Abyssal Sundries. I love the smell of this place. The blend of scents from all the different plants just soothes my soul. Growing a tree in the middle of your shop sure is a choice. It gives the whole place such an unusual smell. Can I help you with something? Is there anything you need? Matter of fact. That's expensive. I'll take some reses. I'll take some of those. Actually, I can take more. I'm not taking the hammers though. Yes. Thank you. Oh, that's a ladder. Shelika's weaponry. I'm looking for bugs if I run into corners like that. I thought I saw a prompt back here. I did. Somewhere in here. Oh, it's the shopkeep. Sword. These have ornamentation that you won't find on arms that were produced elsewhere. Perhaps there's a sort of religious significance to them. Well-informed girl. Have you ever thought about all the different varieties of weapons and armors across this country and how they all got their names? The etymology behind the names of many of our weapons and armor is not fully understood. Some even appear to be in a different language, one completely separate from the common tongue we all speak. Many have never given a second thought to it, but when you ask why, nobody seems to know either. I brought this up with the island's priest once. He had some insight on it and a theory. He believes the names on weapons and armor are remnants of an ancient language, lost to us yet passed down in these words. The meaning of the words themselves may be hidden in the names of the blades and mail. Isn't it fascinating? She's certainly smart. Mustari masks and shields. They are made of the same material. That's strange considering that all the houses here are built with wood. And a generous shopkeep. Looking for some armor. If you're in need of weapons, please place your order on the other side. Perhaps my son over there already told you, but we got a message from an igniter merchant called Brigida. She informed us that we're to sell you arms at a discount, and while I don't like being strong-armed, I see no harm in it. Thanks, Brigida. The boots are really good. The rest, not so much. We'll buy one of the headgears. These are good. Full moon robe. Strange robes that have been blessed by the moon. All stats +3. And evasion against dark. Blackbird mantle. Then Dew Dawn. This is just worse than that. The fuck? Then a floral kaftan. Okay, let me check the other side first. The shop deals in weapons and armor alike. I'm in charge of our arms. Have a look. Klawang. Fire Snake Staff, Winter Frog Staff. These are the same, that's the same. Nameless. The name and maker of this blade are long forgotten, but its edge remains sharp. And then we have a Kusanagi. Sword that effortlessly cuts through grass and whole trees alike. Damage against plant. Dragon Claws, Mermaid's Touch. Expert's Crossbow, Katana. Deciduous Katana. Red Wolf's Fang, Dragon Kukris. Ceremonial daggers used in tradition dances, honoring the dragon god. Increases the strength of synthesis skills that cause 0 MP. And then an aromatic fan. Prevents rage. So 50 and 64 is already a lot. And another 64 is already all our money. And another 64 leaves us fucked. If we should buy anything, it should be the katana because he's going back to thief soon. We can skip the kukris. You can take the fan. That would put us up there. And we could probably skip Kusanagi for now and then just get armor. Right? 64 and 55 is 119, 120. So we have 83k left. How much would we have if we buy from you? 83k left. And there goes all our money if we buy the full moon robe. We will need one flower kaftan, one of these, and one of these. We could skip out on a weapon. How much does a katana do? 300. Where's my best katana? That's 60 up, dude. That's a lot. The fan isn't that big of a difference, but it's still a difference, right? 56, even 40. I think the katana is the best buy, and then we hold for now. And we listen. See all these weapons? I forged them all myself. You'll not find anything sharper on this island. They're the perfect tools for engraving Mustari masks, though I suppose that doesn't matter to people like you. I've left my son in charge of weapons. He's a quiet sort, but I can vouch for his smithing. You might say our speciality is in arms for taking down sea monsters. I always get confused when I see speciality versus specialty, because it's literally just one extra letter and it fucks my brain up. Producing it all keeps us quite busy, so I'm lucky to have a son I can rely on. We'll see what we buy depending on what information we get from the informant as well. There might be more to do here, unironically. Let's keep following this way. What are you doing snooping about the neighborhood? Aiming to steal our valuables, I bet. Hey, there's no need to be suspicious. We're not trying to make any enemies here. Don't think you can sway me so easily. You've come here to hunt down a divine relic, haven't you? Next door, they're expecting a child soon. This island's full of innocent people like that who just want to live in peace. Please just leave us alone. If you have any business with my home, don't tell me you're thieves. Nothing of the sort, although maybe we shouldn't try to just barge into random houses. True. That's at the bottom. I can hear hushed voices coming from inside the house. Can't believe there are outside tribes in our village. What is the chief thinking? Could this be another omen of disaster? What should we do? Why must my child be born under these circumstances? Is this how the previous chief felt when he sacrificed the priestess? Don't say such things. If it weren't for Lady Yufa, the child would be doomed to a life of misery. There seems to be someone in there, but they're deathly silent. Just a common residence. The houses in this region are an architectural marvel though, aren't they? Aren't these people afraid of living on top of a bridge like this? I mean, it seems like it'd be especially dangerous for children. That's true. Let's go up. What's up here? Oh. Despite his injuries, the chief immediately devoted himself to garnering trust for you among Virga's people. My duty is to believe in the chief and protect them. If you are his ally, then you are mine as well. Thank you for the hero's fruit. It's a chief's house. And nothing else. Yufa and Edeni live here. No going in without their permission, okay? Sure. I think that's how you pronounce it. They've only mentioned his name twice, so it's still hard to get it. Menacing believer. If I am seen speaking with you, I will be marked as the disruptor of the peace. There are some amongst us who are more chatty, shall we say, but to me there is security and silence. I don't blame you, lady. You look out for yourself, but we will save your people. Okay, there's nothing else here. Oh, there's a beetle. Thanks. Okay. We can go explore that area off over there. Timber. Do you think the buildings in this village are made with this lumber? The houses on this island are really something else. They seem pretty rickety at a glance, but they're all structurally sound. It must involve some really clever carpentry. Kurt girl. Have you come to see the mural? The dragon god's power keeps this island safe, or so they say. You have powers as well. My third eye sees an unusual flow of magla in you. Yeah, we've seen that when we stay still, we see the magla on our feet too. It appears to be a religious painting of the island. There's a bed with a priestess lying on it. The people around her are clearly distraught, like they're in tears. I'm sure it's a depiction of the village's sacrificial rite, but it reminds me too much of things with the prince. Not a good feeling either way. They're convinced the sacrifice will appease the dragon god. Maybe it will, I guess, but it's so hard to come to terms with. I failed. I couldn't protect the chief, our island's traditions. I feel so powerless. So this is what despair feels like. What good am I if I can't protect anything? Don't cause any trouble if you don't want to end up back in prison. This is where we got locked up after making it onto the island. I wonder how many mainlanders they throw in here. I hope the villagers come to accept us eventually. So it's interesting to see this place, while it looks big, it's fairly empty. You can't go into houses, you can't go into places. It's you. I apologize for placing such a heavy burden on visitors. I will be able to join you after my wounds heal a bit more. Don't push yourself. We'll handle this island for now. You just rest up. I am in your debt. That was not a recruitment center. That is more. Oh. Uh-oh. There might not be any bounties here. What do you think this rock is? I wonder what these three holes are for. Maybe they're supposed to be Mustari eyes. Could this be a face? We still need to go to Moore and check the masked dancer stuff as well. We haven't done any of that. Seed Seller. Hero's Leaf of Light Seed. Sure. I'll take one. Actually, I'll take two. Dodgy man, why can't we just offer up a sacrifice the way we've always done? At the expense of one life, we'll save countless others. All this protest even though the priestess herself agreed to it. And who's going to take the fall when things go wrong? You. Boastful shopkeep. Worm meat, rib, nectar, and gel dust. We do need some of these, but we'll buy these later because we're not cooking at the moment. Shrewd shopkeep. You must be the candidate. I'd heard all about you from the chief. He wants me to sell you my goods. To be clear, I've no intention of treating you poorly because of who you are. However, what I sell here are the island's premium exports. To someone who cannot understand their value, no doubt it all looks like junk. So let me ask you, do you have any idea what you're looking for here? I need some knowledge to check the weapons. Fuck. Just between you and me, I'm very grateful to have your help. I've always found the idea of this sacrifice a bit suspect, but I've never been bold enough to speak up. We soldiers aren't strong enough to win a real fight either. In the end, none of us have the courage to save our island. Gloomy shopkeep. Thinking you'd fill your bellies before you leave. Sorry, but I suggest you don't. I doubt our cuisine is up to your outsider tastes. A long time ago, I served fish to a claymore and he spat it out immediately. Well, shit. I believe that this is everything, so we can run over to the back and see what's back here. A water cellar. Any bugs? Steep knoll. It's nice to see the ocean up close from the shore, but the view from here isn't too shabby either. The air feels a bit muggier here than it does in Oceania. Kind of makes me want to go swimming. Have you looked out at the view from here? You know, I once dreamed of visiting the outside world too, but rather than despairing when I learned what it's really like out there, I'd rather just stay here when I know I'm comfortable. The outside world's too big to care about people like us. Downcast woman. There is nothing we can do. We are not worthy enough to offer ourselves up as sacrifice in place of the priestess. If the dragon god wishes for the destruction of our island, we can only wait quietly for the end. Genial water cellar. Interested in some water? Ours is from the very finest. Queen's honey jar. Oh, we nailed it with that one. And a fruit cordial. Okay. You know, I get my stock from a secret spring behind us. Keep that under your hat though. I'd hate for the other villagers to follow me, She's just bamboozling the fuck out of them. What the fuck? Mysterious stone monument. Looks like a stone monument. I wonder if these symbols are unique to their religion. Say, doesn't Sanctism also have its own religious symbols? They look kinda similar, but I suppose saying that might upset them. Don't meet their eyes. They're the outsiders we've all been talking about. Didn't our problems begin when they showed up? Why don't they do us a favor and go back home? There's a butcher. Got some choice cuts for sale. The monster bones and some white peach. Oh, we need so many of these. We'll come back. For now, I was just barely scraping by trying to stock meat and vegetables. Don't think too poorly of us islanders. We're just not used to visitors from the mainland. Everyone's anxious. Hard not to be after the string of bad luck we've had here. Used to be that you could spot fairies on this island if you looked hard enough, but I'm pretty sure they're all gone now. On a map, lots of spots across the inland sea look easy to access, but that's a false impression. The tides force even seasoned locals to take roundabout routes. So usually when the priestess and Chief Edeni leave the island, we bring our most skilled sailors to navigate the currents. A Lady Yufa's last trip, they were attacked by a monster that killed most of them. Maybe it's the one we killed. So that's a gauntlet runner. You came to this island in that thing? The outside world really is frightening. I don't think we islanders would win if we were to ever go to war. Hey, how does this thing move exactly? No, never mind. If I get caught talking to outsiders, I'll get an earful. Alright, let's go talk to more. We'll look at more, we'll look at the masks, and then we'll probably end the metaphor segment there. I don't want this to be too much longer than this. It seems you've another ally, and this time quite the unexpected character at that. Your ally's awakening has revealed a new archetype called the Masked Dancer. It holds a power both unique and interesting. I've prepared a new special experiment to enhance its potential to the highest level. Should you desire to hear more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you'd like to listen, by all means. So you've a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Okay. Let's go up for now. In times of yore, there lived heroes who were renowned for their splendor and beautiful masquerades. Their souls together formed the power of the masked dancer. Among them, the elite, who wears masks to draw out their own power, finding new selves within themselves. I dubbed the Persona Master. The masked dancer archetype is one and yet multiple. It brings out the possibilities within itself and can respond to any situation. But obtaining its wide variety of powers comes at a great effort and cost. They are only as strong as their collection of masks. Let no masked dancer forget this truth. Nothing on this side, right? Nope. Let's go Pet Plateau. Let's read this. Okay. Special experiments menu has been unlocked. Use special experiments to create items that certain archetypes utilize during battle. You can get the materials necessary for special experiments from enemies in battle. So we already have a Seeker's Mask. You can make a Magic Seeker's Mask with a full white mask. You can also make a Mage's Mask. And make a Warrior's Mask. And a Thief. I can make one of each. Technically, we should make a Seeker's Mask as well. So it shows that we crafted it, but that's okay. So if we check with Juna, adds a resistance to wind and a weakness to fire, and it gives you Seeker skills. Adept Seeker skills, adds a resistance to wind and a weakness to fire. So if we click that, Cyclone and Deama and Vitalja. Mages gives you Blizz and Conde with magic fonts. Warrior gives you Slicer and Crit Strike with Slash Boost. And Thieves gives you Dark Sword, Madoon, and Plunder Magic. This one might not be bad. I think we'll stick to the Magic Seeker just because it's the best one. Actually, this costs a lot of MP. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this is a little bit better. That or even the Thief one. Dark Sword's useless, but Madoon and Plunder Magic would be good. I'll do Seeker for now. We'll just keep her there. Okay, let's get out of here. And then we can end at the weaponry store. Go ahead and save here. That way we don't forget to buy equipment before we head out next time. But for now, that is going to be the end of the metaphor segment tonight. So for VOD people, see ya!